Hi everyone, I'm Frank Renato with Frank's Zachary Body Shop. We got another vehicle to show you that's had some prior repairs, with some really horrible repairs and some unsafe repairs. Come on in a little closer. This panel is what's referred to as the rear body panel. As you can see, there's a seam that runs here all the way across the car. This panel was charged by the shop to replace it, and they decided to repair it. Come a little closer, Cody. As you can see, they beat this out, and here is what they've put Bondo filler on it. You can see how nasty all of this looks. There's actually hammer marks over here where they beat on it. You can see buckling all in here. Serious buckling all in this area. And if you pan over to the other side, you can have a little comparison what it's supposed to look like. So that's really a big issue here. This is a structural part of the car. This tail lamp pocket was supposed to be replaced also. It was not. Come on in this way. I'll show you some of the inside of this. As you can see, that is a computer module with corrosion on it. It's obviously been wet. There's obviously a trunk leak in here. You can pan in here, you can kind of see all of the, just how dirty it is from all the dust from them not cleaning up behind themselves. And then here on the inside of the panel, we have, you can see some buckling, broken paint, buckling all in here, some more buckling, and they've just kind of sprayed some undercoat on this to try to camouflage it. This car got a replacement trunk lid. They were paid to replace the rear body. They did not. They were paid to remove this glass so that they could refinish the quarter panels properly. They did not. However, which this makes no sense, they charged to remove this, which they should have, but they chose to mask these. Makes no sense to take that glass out and leave this in and mask it. Come on a little closer, baby. The reason they should have taken this glass out, you're gonna have to get close to see that. The clear coat's already peeling around the edge where they masked it. They should have removed this. They did not. They chose to mask it, and there's a big nasty paint edge in there. I don't know if you can see that in the light here, but they taped it and there's a big nasty line there. Those kind of obvious things, if you ever go to trade a car in, car salesmen know what to look for. And I've actually got the estimate. I can show you some things where they've committed blatant fraud. So the back window, remove and install, they did not do that. Replace the left tail lamp pocket, they charged for that and didn't do that. The rear body panel, charged to replace that, $562 part, blatant fraud. Rear bumper energy absorber, almost a $300 part, they did not change that. We've taken measurements on the structure of the vehicle, and you can see these numbers in red are out of spec, which they did charge to measure and pull the unibody. Obviously they didn't do that. Let me show you a little picture of the bumper. This is the inside of the rear bumper. They repaired this, which it should have been replaced. This bracket was attempted to be glued in, and it just fell out when we took the bumper off. We found a sheet metal screw attempting to hold the bumper in place, and a plastic zip tie they had around this one holding it in place. Your vehicle is your second largest investment. You really need to do some research before you hand your keys over to somebody to repair it. Do some research on the shop, review Google reviews, take a tour of the facility, walk through the facility and look around. Is it clean? Is it organized? People that work in shops spend more time during the day in the shop than they do at home with their families. And if they don't care enough to maintain a clean, organized workplace, what does that say about how they're going to treat your vehicle? There's two reasons shops do these type of things. One is just flat out greed, which this appears to be. It's blatant fraud for charging somebody for parts that they didn't replace. And the other is pressure from insurance companies. Shops that are direct repairs, partnered with insurance companies, have certain metrics they have to try to meet to stay in good graces of the company for them to steer them work. One of the metrics is repair versus replace, which means there's a certain percentage of parts the insurance company wants repaired versus replacing them because it saves them money. Every car should be fixed on its own merits. If that part needs replacement, it should be replaced. It shouldn't be considered by a metric of a company. So again, hopefully this gives you a little insight on what can go wrong if you hand over your keys to the wrong shop. Hopefully it informs you how to make a decision. If you'd like more information, please feel free to reach out to us. Thanks for watching, and keep tuning in for further videos.